This is my Lego room, and as you see behind me, there's a lot of things going on. Definitely, I want to focus more videos on Lego since I kind of got back into the rhythm and the passion again because I started with Lego like a couple years ago, and then I'm like, wow, those cities are amazing, and I wanted to create a city. But then the extra me always have to kind of go one step above. So I'm like, I'm gonna install lights. And between building a lot of modules and installing lights for every single one, I think I got burned out. And I stopped at the hotel that was kind of released last year in January, and it took me forever because I'm trying to build it, and I'm like, oh, lighting, it needs to have lighting as well. Let's go ahead and kind of like just wait and wait and wait until I'm like, you know what, I feel like doing it. I jumped on it and finished it, installed the lights, and I'm like, wow, I got the passion again. And that's what I'm like starting to have different type of Legos, not just a city. And you'll see later in more videos. And I hope you like and subscribe. Definitely newer content to the channel, but again, like I collect everything, almost everything, and I want to diversify my videos, and I want to focus on Lego more. So that's where we are with this channel, and you'll see more in this video. Welcome again, everyone. Just like I said, we're going to show you guys here the Lego room. It has other things as well. So let me try to get these things out of the way. Some Batman the Animated Series, Gundam between me and my son, Grandizer. He's a super robot from the 70s. And basically, he's kind of like what I was raised on, and I love the series. And you're going to see all the different robots and whatnot on there. Big wrestling fan, so the 80s and 90s definitely shaped me as well. Um, Comic books, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my favorite character, and He-Man, who doesn't, you know, love He-Man. So that's some of the collection, and just gonna get it out of the way. And now, oh, forgot about Mortal Kombat and the Batmobile behind it. So I started collecting, like I said, a couple years ago with Lego, and then I love the minifigures. So I tried to hunt back some of the CMFs, the collectible minifigure, and then I started at 15. So you'll notice I do have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and lastly 24. And I try to do custom bases for them, each one based on the color of the series cover. So that's kind of just the theme that I'm going for. I still have two more spaces on there, but I'll probably shift some of the things down here and, eventually move those comic boxes. But again, as a collector, space, real estate, and funds are the enemy that always struggling with. And here is, you'll see, well, some of the boxes there. It's like trying to organize things and fit them back again. So kind of like a Lego game in itself, trying to fit the boxes. I love keeping the boxes and the actual books. And here, I love the Ninjago garden, and I try to incorporate it in my city with a nice Chinese park in there. And then holiday season came, and I'm like, oh my god, there's so many Christmas theme sets. So I'm like, I gotta build me some. And instead of just packing it back, I'm like, it can be part of my city as of just like a I don't know if people familiar with some of the Santa Villages amusement parks, but that's kind of the theme. Like, hey, it's not actual winter; it's just a theme park. Um, you know, so that's where this came in here, and then all the other different module buildings, and the Spider-Man Daily Bugle is the one that started it. I'm like, man, I gotta get this one, and I'm like, oh, that definitely can be a modular set, and it can be part of city. So let me create a city. So that's how the whole thing started. Um, I'm still trying to work on the beach, mini beach, just a little one, not too big. And then right here, that's the hotel, right in the corner. And then where Doc Ock is going to be the jazz club. And that would definitely would be the last piece on these few tables on here. So I'm like, am I really done with modular? Because there's always revamping, and that's kind of why I got this newer table from IKEA. Just kind of like the rest. So I'm like, oh, I definitely can expand on here. So that's what I'm not sure. What theme would I make this table? Do I just extend the city and just wait for more modulars or hunt older ones? Or they got to do something different? That's something still thinking about. Lately, I'm really into castle, and I think I'm getting the blacksmith as a gift for my wife. So stay tuned. Today's Father's Day, so I'm thinking like, maybe I got one. But I'm just leaning more towards like castles and medieval time. But again, like the things that I've seen at the Brick World Chicago. By the way, check the video if you haven't done so. It's posted on my channel. It's just amazing stuff. So that's where kind of like inspirational for sure. Um, and to get back in here, because you see all the different modules like the cinema, diner, and police station, all the good stuff. But then the front, I'm like, I don't want to block the back. So that's why I'm like trying with the front to have more of a like low key, lower um, buildings or things to do. So that's why I like that Lego store. It's available, I think, yeah, still in the Lego store, but then it just needed to be it had an open back and layouts 2 stories. And when I try to do it, I'm like, I need to make it shorter. So I kind of try to customize it, bought a few pieces, change the layout. I still need to build the actual 2 roof segments, and I got the parts. And then pave the grass area and refit all those lovely minifigures and activities. So that's a mini project that I'm gonna do. And if you like to see more of this, please comment below, let me know. And then you're gonna see in here the actual Disney castle. That's the old retired one. We always want to have a Disney castle, so we bought it still in the box. Because again, I was dreading things. I'm like, oh my god, that's huge. How am I gonna build it and put the lights? But now the passion is back. I'm really excited. But it's gonna be a big project for sure. And on top of it, all the parts for the amusement park here, the Santa's Village, let's call it. And it just need to add more texture and just have depth to it. So that's something, another mini project on my list. I created those 2 Mills base plates for the Disney castle. So definitely, because I don't know if it's going to be sitting on the new table or some put it in a place where on the shelf or whatnot. You'll see more space on here. And in addition to that, I got the music and lights. It's not on here. It's more on the bottom there. But that's where kind of like music, sound, it was amazing when I saw it. So I'm like so excited, and even fireworks for it. So yeah. So in addition to the new table and the city, um, I got those Bestas as well, so that can be another space. Recently just finished the Nintendo system, and wow, it is just definitely different build than the modules. So exciting. Um, and then a huge Office fan of the show. So in addition to the actual set, I bought unrebrickable expansion instructions, and I kind of expanded the whole, well, not the whole office, no annex, but kind of to include the accountants and Jim's office there as well. So really excited about that, and I ordered a custom display for it to kind of put it in a acrylic one. This way it will be nice and clean. I can just move it if I need to. But again, it had like a Mills base plate. And then so there's some space on here. The goal is to move this table to the back after I clear some things and just have a probably seamless transition with these tables in here. I forgot to mention, those are my extra parts. I organized them, sorted them by piece type, not by color, because I wouldn't have the room. So a little handy. And then the skyline line really interests me, and that's what I was talking about earlier. I try to do more in Lego than just modulars. So some unique things like the Nintendo, the Skyline, and I have the Atari, and the Pac-Man is definitely going to be the third. Once I'm done with Atari and other things, and it just came out, and I'm like, I still have a lot of backlog to work through. So in here, I just got a new shelf and lights under or above the Bestas, and you'll see those. I just built the 3 cars in here, and then 2 Skylines. And with cars, I'm trying to do not the big ones, but kind of like the Speed Champions minifigure scale, where I'm just focusing on famous cars of movies, pop culture. So that's why you see those 3 different Batmobiles. I know the 1989 one coming. There's a pre-order for it, I think, in August. So that I'm excited for that, and the Batwing 2 for a minifigure scale. So that's cool. And those, the ones on here built. And again, everything from here display is from IKEA. Those shelves are a little different than how those are flat. Those has more kind of like a groove. So I had to be a little creative and kind of just put them on the edge. I know it's risky, but I'm making sure they're actual, you know, hard to move. They were initially there to display my comics, but I'm like, I need more room for Lego. And in here, you see the Disney minifigures. Here's 1, 2, 3, all displayed. And part of my newer collection as well, Brickheads. Try to again focus on specific ones, maybe Disney, just because there's like over 110. I'm not gonna have the money or the space to display it. But that's kind of in a nutshell the Lego room. Not big, but not small either. So still have a room to expand, and just mini projects here and there, a few things to build. So yeah, if you like the content, please support me and like and subscribe. I like to do more of those and just keeping you up on the little city. I don't have an actual name yet for it, but maybe you can comment below and suggest a name for it. I know the channel is kind of nerdy stuff, but again, anything you can think of. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn off the lights just so You guys see how it looks kind of like a night mode. Love to kind of just come here sometimes and just relax, make up stories with the minifigures, and just enjoy the view.